All right, good morning. Let me get a couple things pulled up here real quick, and we're going to jump right into it. Hope everybody's night was good. I'm going to check out the chat, and we're going to check out these top stocks that are going to make big plays today. That's what we're looking for. I don't know if anybody noticed my little album art and my little thumbnail. It's a little guy. Welcome to the party. It said, "Welcome to the party." I don't want to be in this area. Do I? Yeah, this is the one we want right here. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me this morning on this. What do we got going on here? Why am I off center? Somebody jacked with my stuff. Don't you hate it when somebody messes with your stuff? Don't you hate it when someone messes with your stuff? Sorry about that. My son must have been over here playing. Alright, what do we got here? Let me just check this out real quick. Endless stream. Alright, I gotta move that lamp later. Alright, well, regardless. Good morning. Hope everybody's night was good. My name is Darkpool Algo. Thanks for joining me this morning on this Tuesday. First day after the first day of summer. So it's actually the first day of summer. Exciting things coming up this week. Got a birthday on Saturday. Hey, hey, hey. We like birthdays. Sponsor me. Bang. Yo. Little bang action. Wake me up. I love these things. If you don't know about bangs, these are totally zero free with lots of good stuff. No sodium, lots of creatine, lots of good yummy yums, and no sugars. It's awesome. Anyway, 1 second. Yummy. Oh no, boo. I was going to say, hey, Fubo's going to do some things, but then guess what? I looked over at the MACDs, and they're all red. Lame. Lame. That sucks. I'd really like to see it break out of this $33 price target. It may. We just had a squeeze fire off. Oh yeah, I'm jumping right into it. But before we do that, you know what you have to do. Hit the like button. Like this video. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, and you'll be notified of new and interesting videos that we do. I'm going to try to start doing one every day. Alright, so I'm looking at Fubo right now. The 4-hour squeeze has not fired off yet, but our histogram, our lovely histogram, is starting to do that little slingshot effect that we like to see. Right? Where it goes from red to yellow and then releases in a larger than expected move to potentially, hopefully, the upside. With that being said, we had a pretty decent move yesterday, and it seems like anytime it has these moves, we can either expect a little bit of a pullback to the next move up. So with that being said, we broke into a previous demand zone yesterday. So we're currently testing this supply zone area. And my price line stuff, I don't know what's going on with Thinkorswim, but every time I try to save something, it's just being wackadoodle. Regardless, so we have multi-time frame super trend lit up, MACD primaries lit up, 4-hour daily, weekly. This is just lit up. So from a MACD perspective, at least at the close yesterday, everything was lit up green. We're good to go. Above the 200, stacked positive moving averages, right? 4-hour squeeze is going to release. It's been in it for, what, almost 8 days now. Got a MACD golden cross. When that releases, we'd like to see it give it enough momentum to break above this $33 price target, which it struggled with for quite a while. If we're able to do that, right? If we are able... No, I want this removed. Oh no, it's not going to be a toss lag day, is it? It is going to be a toss lag day. Alright, so let me just see if I can clean up some of this a little bit. Trying to get rid of stuff. Right, remove trend line. Got dual trend lines on there. Remove. Drawing. There we go. So I had drawn some fib levels from the previous high to previous low. Obviously, we are retracing from those. I'd hate to see it do this little, this little inverse head and shoulders. I'd rather this be more of a cup and handle, hopefully, with this part being the handle, and us launching to the next level. So as far as price targets go, I'm going to just grab my fib extension tool and go from low to high and back down to low. That gives me a $36 price target. Which, does this line up with anything good? It's pretty close to these lows over here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's valid. So FUBU $36 price target. I don't think it's going to get there this week. Market makers are expecting $2. So if we go up to 33, those are pretty decent. If we went out to the July 16th, so those July 16th 36s are pretty decent. Looks like market makers are expecting, oh, no. Yeah, market makers are expecting the 35, nice round whole number, looks pretty decent. You could always get into the, the 30, 35, 40 kind of butterfly or something along those lines. But yeah, these are pretty decent. I'd like to see them continuing to move today. All right. I'm going to throw up some, yes, Wish and Baba. We will get to those. All right. Looking at the Smart Money Dark Pool block trade algorithm software, this is provided by FlowTrade. If you haven't got your trial yet, go get it because it can change your life. I'm just over here watching MGM tank. It was such a great move yesterday. FUBU moved great, MGM moved great, Caterpillar, Smith & Wesson. All right, SWBI, it's sleeper creeper. It went from 20 to 28 in the last week. It's pretty good for a mid cap. Is that would that be a mid cap? Yeah, I think it would be. Somebody hit me up on Twitter the other day and wanted me to do start live streaming. Somebody wanted me to start live streaming penny stocks. I was like, I would, but I'd much rather have fun doing something that I know is going to happen and being able to kind of control my risk. But who knows? Maybe I'll start doing some sub 10s. They are fun, right? All right. As soon as I can get this to load up, since obviously my interwebs are going to be slow and laggy today. It's funny. I was driving home from the grocery store last night, and we drove by the Cox people, the Cox repair crew or whatever, like 4 blocks away, and I just started screaming at them. I'm like, "You guys suck!" Because anytime they touch anything, I've been doing this 11 years, same setup, everything. Anytime they touch something, my life is just miserable for the next 2 days. So with that being said, see if I can get this to load up. I may have to reboot some stuff, which is gonna suck. All right, so I don't want that view. While we're here, let's just look at the futures. This is a 1-minute chart of most futures, NQ, MES, FM, gold. Sorry, gold, you need to be I'm gonna have to go hike and ashy with the gold, and probably the CHF futures, just because those are 2 wonkadoodles. All right, so this is SPX, had a gap. Uh-oh, what is going? There we go. I have no clue why my charts are being wonkadoodle. I'm going to scroll to the same point on the top. Nope, we don't want that to happen. There we go. Gold, nice little recovery overnight, right? What is going on here? I think we got the wrong charts up. Regardless, I'm going to have to go back over here. All right, we're going to get into some charting real quick. We're going to do Wish, Baba, Twitter, for sure. We'll check out Twitter. Twitter. And Beyond. I haven't heard of Beyond for a while. I don't know why Baba is being weird. I'm going to drop these out to the 15 and zoom out a little bit so we can get a larger perspective. All right, Baba go Baba Baba. All right, that's a ton of block trades. Not super interested in seeing all of those. I'm just going back to last. Last 4 days. Ooh, wow, look at all those on Wish. I wish I'd gotten into Wish earlier. Yeah, don't you? Everybody wishes they'd gotten into Wish earlier. So, potential cup and handle forming on Wish. If we could get it to pull back to previous lows, I don't know. This, yeah, good call. Who pulled up Wish? All right, Michael, nice one. Good call out on Wish. All right. I had some zooming in charts. All right. Starting upper left with Wish and moving my way around for the new viewers. Pink line is the regular algorithm line. Red or pink horizontal lines are normal block trades. Blue horizontal lines are dark pool block trades. And I try to mark my chart up with a nice high intensity color. All right, so let's just clear these out. So obviously with Wish, we've got a ton of block trades. We've got a range from 10 to 12, basically, that Wish has been consolidating within. It finally released and broke out yesterday. We do have, looks like bearish divergence. I'm going to zoom in and see if I can confirm that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and confirm bearish divergence on Wish, where the Algo has been net selling since the 9th. Right, been trading, it's just been selling since the 9th. What I'd like to see happen is this Algo actually reverse, right? Reverse and curl and move back to the upside. Wish, from a technical standpoint, just really quickly, it looks like it's got this little uptrend, right? Probably should have taken it from here. Oh, I had it from the right spot. This kind of cup and handle formation. Right, this is the most recent higher lows. All right, obviously pretty decent. You know what that is? That's a pennant or a flag. It's a bull flag. We'd like to see it break above that previous high for a move to the upside. This is going to get a lot of attention today. I've been seeing it everywhere. So I'm going to look for dip buys to get back into it and make a probably day trade out of it. So moving over to Baba. So Baba's just currently chilling like a villain over on this dark pool level that came through right here. So 213, 213 is dark pool resistance. To 1135-ish is dark pool support. We've got regular block trade support coming in at 210. Right here, you can see this. Price action interacts with these block trades similar to pivot points, support and resistance. It will act as resistance until it becomes support. And it's just mass influx of capital occurring at that point. We've got a little bit of downside risk down to about 210. So this longer term falling, right, this longer term downtrend, I'm going to say it's still valid. Right? This little boobop above it. If we had broken and maintained support at 213, then yeah, I would say this little overhead downtrend line is invalid. However, I'm going to believe it's still valid because we did not clear and break forward. Excuse me. We've got a little bit. Let's see. Look at this pattern. Bum, 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 bum. Could be a longer term 1, 2, 3 reversal, which would be the 1, 2, 3 reverse move. However, the algo, this is trading with price action. The algo is pointed down, right? If you look at the similarities between this move here and this move here, they're very similar. So what I'd like to see that algo do is maintain this little line I drew and actually reverse up from it. If we can get above 213 on BABA, I would look for some of these other previous highs to come in as resistance. So like this level here. Oh, where are we at? So this level here, obviously this level here. Right, I should have been an architect with all the lines I draw. No, I'm kidding. Mad respect to architects out there. All right, so yeah, we've got the consolidation from 211 to 213. Break a 213 on like BABA to the long side. The algo, however, does need to curl around and come back up and break through some of these levels as well. Twitter on the left-hand side, lower left. It appears to be bullish divergence, but I believe it's just trading with price action, right? Trading with price action. We've got some dark pool levels that are affecting us right now. These are recent as of actually yesterday. Twitter got some new dark pool prints. Not prints like Purple Rain, but prints like Kinko's prints. Anyway, coming in at 61.87 and 61.63. Now these look like, let's see, they came in at 15.44, so that's right before the bell. These dark pool prints came in. Now, not sure if they were sell prints or buy prints. If they were buy, Twitter's going to continue to launch. What I like about Twitter so far is the algo's kind of coming in, right, showing a little bit signs of reversal. We've based for the last couple days off of just kind of chopping around using these regular block trade levels as support. I'm just going to draw these as a cluster. Right, we got a cluster of block trade levels coming in as support. We finally made a nice little breakout. We broke previous highs. We ran into that block trade, and we're currently using it. We're trying to determine if it's going to become our support and resistance, right? From a trend perspective, something just made a move. Whoa, wrong tool. I don't know if you guys can hear all the alerts going off on my machine right now. So to the downside, obviously we've got downside risk to 60. I remember it struggled with 60 for the longest time. If we can maintain a break above 61.87, I would look to go long in Twitter. However, breakdown of 61.63, we're going to come back down and test 60. Right? That's Twitter. Beyond over on the right-hand side. Really, Beyond is just, it's too, there's not enough clean or clear moves. So price action is just trading with the algorithm, right? It's just, I don't believe there's a lot of interest coming in on Beyond. The 18th, we had a block trade at 145.92, right? So whatever these levels are, however much money was invested in these two block trade levels, obviously it's causing a lot of consolidation. So those levels are 145.92, 147.70. We need to get above 147.70 and break this, like, I can't really draw it, but there's, right, that overhead resistance coming in. You'd have to pull it up on a chart. I don't like using the price levels on these right now. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. It's a whip. What's up? Oh, I love that username. Oh, you know, I kind of want to put on some Yellow Wolf just to listen to some box Chevy. All right, maybe I'll do that. What do you guys think? Should I throw on Yellow Wolf? All right, looking at the request from the chat is to look at Goose, AAL. Yes. So listen, Banks. I'll go through the news here in a minute. Quickly, Banks had news. They got some multi-billion-dollar bailout, supposedly. Carnival came out and said they're going to start resuming cruises. I've got a trip coming up. Airline tickets are cheap. It's cheaper for me to travel the 800 miles or so I have to travel with my family by plane than it is by car, right? I got a round trip ticket from here to Salt Lake City, Utah. So from Phoenix to Salt Lake City, Utah, round trip ticket for less than $60 per person. That's crazy, right? So, ticket prices are cheap. From what I understand, airports are packed. So that industry, I want to look at a little bit more closely. So we'll just, we'll give that a shot in a minute. Something's moving and making bing, bing, bing noises. Oh, whoa, where'd that come from? Look at that, some random ass trend line. All right, so I will look at Goose, Goose, AAL, Upwork. And the SPY. Yeah, it's cheap travel, dude. Book that shit now, man. Tell you what, if you want to take a trip, book it now. Obviously, they're not going to scale back and say, "Oh no, shit, we can't have people. We can only have separation between people." Nah, that's not happening. All right, so the SPY, man, the SPY filled that gap. I've got puts on the SPY just because I didn't trust it. We are at that decision-making point where there's a downtrend, downtrend level we're going to have to break through. From an algo perspective, the algo looks good. The algo's net buying is dragging price action with it. Obviously with SPY, there's always a ton of block trades. Just going to throw on the dark ones. Well, regular block trades on SPY versus dark pool. Who do you think is manipulating the market? Right? Dark pool, regular. All right, regardless. What I do like, some things I like about SPY, currently the algo's curled up. I wish I could default that to a brighter color, right? Kind of broke out of this upward trend that we're in, right? Nice uptrend. I don't necessarily like this. Right, see that downtrend resistance, downward trend line resistance. And we're trapped in between two regular dark trade levels, 420, 47, 421, 62. This may be a little consolidation, unless, I don't know, you see what you see. The algo's curled up, it's trading with price action. I don't see anything. If the algo were to curl down, then I'd be trying to figure something else out on it. Goose, Goss, Goos, over on the upper left hand of my screen. Algo's essentially trading with price action. No real block trades in the last. Let's throw combo back up. This could be a potential reversal, right? So, I don't know. I don't know the stock well enough to know if this could be a reversal. What I would like to see happen, since the algo just traded with price action, I'd like to see a little bit more clear separation for the next move to the upside. AAL, what I do like about this one, obviously, is I reviewed this and said that the direction of the stock was going to go this way, obviously, and it did, because we know what's happening with the market, with money. We've got this cluster of regular block trades coming in from 2211 to 2250 all yesterday. So this is consolidation. A break at 2250, and I can see a reversal back up to some of these previous levels, some of these previous highs, right? You got this one here, This one here, right? This one here. All right, we got to step back up, elevators down, steps up, right? I do like that the algo may have, it's trying to do this little reversal thing here. However, let's not get faked out like we did back here. I'd really like to see a little bit more verticalness on the algorithm before, or a break of 2250, right? A break and a close above 2250. We can play, you know, these 50-cent jumps. So up work. That's played out. That's played out. All right, so on Upwork, the algo is trading with price action. Nothing really to... All right, I'd like to see it maybe curl back around if it could. Let's see if we got... Right, yeah. All right, we've got a little downside risk. So this falling wedge breakout may be coming back. Well, is this a... Yeah, I wouldn't call that a wedge. A down channel, downward channel breakout. Falling channel, downward channel. Yeah. We may need to... This may be the beginning of a 1, 2, 3 move. Right, kind of more of an extended one. So this would be the 1. This would be the 2 pullback. 2 pullback. 3 to the next move. We'll keep an eye on it. It's kind of split, right, as far as upside and downside risk. So that's that one. Let's check out Roku. I want to look at Crowdstrike. They got upgraded. They've been a banger. I want to look at Caterpillar. And I want to look at Peloton real quick. Wish this move would have continued, right? But it didn't. Roku. V-shaped recovery. Good little Roku. So what's interesting is I'm not seeing a ton of block trades coming in on Roku, right? So this is all just price action. I don't know how I feel about this pattern here. Well, let's just look at it this way. So the algo is currently curled down. Right? The algo is curled down. So, but it is trading with price action. I'm looking at any pullbacks for Roku as long as it can maintain some of that previous support, right? This could be a potential dip buy opportunity. Whoa. Crowdstrike. This is another stock that's just been moving and grooving lately. Price is trading with the algorithm. Nice little sell-off to recovery yesterday. They did get upgraded, so I think they're moving pretty massively already pre-market, right? So they broke this. Right, they're moving pre-market. I'd like to see the algo curl back around and move upwards. Contrarian, if the algo starts to separate and brings price down, I would look for any sort of support levels that I can find to be tested. We're currently trading at the block trade at 237.38. Caterpillar, I thought this was going to be a great recovery move. However, it looks like it was just a pop to sell off. The algo needs to curl around. I don't know what's going on with the stock and why it's being such a weak little sissy la. What it needs to go hang out with Silver in the waiting room. It's not allowed at the party yet. Jeez, dude, this thing's making me mad. All right, regardless, you know, just some of that BS. I want the algo to just reverse right there, right? Can we just get the algorithm to reverse and start pulling price back up to where it needs to be? I'd be cool with like 230, right? Just hang out at 230. That's a nice 50-50 split. All right. Peloton, kind of the inverse of Roku, right? This looks like... So, Peloton, unfortunately, I have to call it. We got a head and shoulders going on here. To me, that's a head and shoulders, right? Or is it an inverse head and shoulders? Who knows? Only the market makers know. I'm not super thrilled on Peloton. It just doesn't move cleanly enough for me, right? It's definitely a damaged stock. It's probably been beat up too many times. So it really needs to, something needs to happen with it. Either earnings or some positive news. Just something needs to come out. But ever since that event happened, whoa, shit, Fubu just went from 31.20 to 32. Banger. Thanks, Fubo. Ever since that incident happened with Peloton, it's just been psychologically screwed up in the head. So maybe it needs to figure some stuff out. All right, QQQ. So don't shoot me, but I'm not super familiar with QQQ. I just haven't played it, but I can't really see anything. All right, how do I turn blocks off? All right. Dark pool levels from 342 to 344.50. I think Fubu may launch. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wishing too much. You see what I did there? Fubu wish. From the algorithm perspective, it's consolidating and trading with price action. It looks like it wants to curl back down to the downside. But we do have a block trade coming in right at 342.18. Look for that to be support, right? There's one there, and then we've got this little cluster that it's just kind of trading out within. Some news must have came out on Fubo. What the? Sorry, I gotta check this out. It's gonna bother me. Alerts are just gonna keep going off. Fubo to join Russell 3000 effective June 28th. Banger! Banger, Fubo. Hold on, I gotta alert that. Fubo to join. Oh my gosh. Join Russell 3000. 6. Nice. Nice. Obviously, I'm in Fubo, so I'd like to see it continue to move to the upside. But come on, people. Show it some love. The MACDs are all curled around looking to do something fun. All right. From our watch list. From the watch list. Splunk's up. What's going on with Splunk? Splunk. Wow. Noise. Nice little, wow, $12 move. What the So Splunk shares jump $1 billion from investment on Silver Lake. Yeah, they are up $12. You would think that's a good move, right? None of this is valid. Check this shit out. Come on. Banger. God, look at that. I can't even play with that right now. I just All right, I gotta. Wow, they're kind of early. $1 billion investment. All right. Splunk could be a fun play today. They've got some pretty decent options, right? They've got weeklies. They may have to expand this list out because all these people just made a grip of money. Could be a fun one. Regardless, looking at... I'm going to go through the low floaters list real quick. And I'm going to sort these by volume. So this this list that I have here is low float, stacked EMAs, in a squeeze, and pulled back to the 21 EMA. That's a very, very specific scan. But technically, from a fundamental standpoint, it should produce some decent stocks. Now, it's pulling back to the 21. Is it going to reverse and continue back up, or is it going to break down and continue back down? So looking at DDD, 3D systems, just real quick on the daily. Not a bad looking chart, right? Pull back to the 50, right? It pulled back, tested the 34, and it's continuing on its move upwards. We've got daily squeeze getting ready to fire, and let's just go through the list real quick, okay? Stacked EMAs, daily squeeze getting ready to fire. Great ADX, great beta, not so great a VWAP. However, we've got I've got a new indicator that I'm going to be pushing. It's called the B4 indicator. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. In for a treat. Okay. Looking at this, MACDs are kind of flat on the lower time frames from 15 down. However, the hour, 4 hour, and up are all positive. I like that it's maintained the 34. It's currently trading above the 8. That daily squeeze is getting ready to pop off. We did run into the 4 hour Keltner channel top. This is a nice strong uptrend, kind of neutral. Currently got rejected at the daily mid. So 15, 30, 2 hour, 4 hour daily squeeze. If those are to fire off, look for it to go to the upside. We're currently below the 5-minute Keltner channels, right? We've got some sell signals. This is just this looks like it needs to come back down and test support at the 200 and 4 hour mid, right? I think that that's what it needs to happen. I got to make sure. I got to start. So a couple weeks ago, not Tesla, but Thinkorswim, the platform had an issue with calculating current price line, which I believe they got fixed. So we're currently selling off. We're pulling back even more. Look for 29. If we maintain support at 29, this can move to the upside. Contrarian, if we break 29, we need to come back down and test this rising 200 or the 4 hour mid, right? So that's DDD. I like this one. So DDD support at 29 to go long. I mean, we've got a little bit of room. Overhead resistance at 29.50. Let me throw some fibs on it. This we got a slingshot squeeze getting ready to take effect. I go from this line to here, right? We reverted to the 34. I don't know if that's a reversion back down to the downside. If I go from longer term fibs, right? This is just a nice pullback to the 618 for the next move up. Yeah, this is in an interesting spot. And I'm gonna, like I said, if we can maintain 29 as support, I would look to find a way to get in this. That's 28, 29, right? There's a level around here. I'm actually going to call 28.50 for support, right? 28.50 for support. We've got room to go to 20 to 30. Looking at the options, we have weeklies, right? Options are decently priced. The 30s have got a lot of open interest. The 31s have got a lot of open interest. So definitely like those. Look at this week. I'm going to go to the 28s because they're Delta 70, right? Got a couple more I can do and then I got to run, okay? Roku, I already did Roku. You want me to do Roku again? Bro, I got you. I got you. I got you. Roku. Next, bro. I'm not in love with this pattern. The algo is trading with price action. This is not a bearish divergence. This is price action. Right? This is the algo trading with price action. Okay. So I'm looking to get long on any pullbacks. Oh, I love Tiger. All right, TIGR. Sorry, Roku. Look for pullbacks. The algo is trading with price action. If there's any bullish or bearish divergence that's significant, we'll alert. I mean, I'll alert it, but I can't really. It's just kind of flat. It's just trading one and one right now. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking something out real quick. Alright. Sorry, TIGR. A little bit of bullish divergence, very, very minor, right? You can see the levels that I drew here from the last time we looked at this stock, right? I'm gonna go with red. Like I said, if the algo can curl around and continue to move up and break above this uptrend, I would look to go long. However, now we've come down and we found some, we broke previous lows. The weird little guy right here. Small, very, very small bullish divergence that just began. I can't even really call it divergence, Michael. I'd like to see it really curl up and separate, right? This is, I mean, it's kind of trading with price action a little bit, right? You see what I'm saying? But it's curled up. It's just going to be, I need more of a clean separation to really call it divergence. Like none of these have clean divergence. So that was TIGR. I got time for, I'm just going to try to go through this low floater list real quick, a little quicker. U Pro based on volume. Right, we bounced off the daily bottom. We're going to run into the 4-hour Keltner channel top. I don't know if it's got enough conviction behind it to break through to go up to the daily top. So $2 upside potential, $4 downside. We may base here from 107 to 108.50 for the next little while. We don't have any squeezes to help us get through, right? On the daily, right, we did come down. We bounced right off of this longer term trend line. Right. Oh, dang it. I had it set to Ray. I don't want it set to Ray. There we go. Slight buy side lean on balance. Materials, financials lead the way. Sell side on industrials, staples, and real estate. Tech rather mixed at the moment. So volume and notionals remain light. Right. So slight buy side leaning on balance. That looks good. So this, it reverted to the 34.50 and it's trying to make its move back up. There's no, like a daily 2-day, 3-day squeeze may come in. Good beta, good 52-week, good 60-day, monthly breached, not so positive MACD. If this squeeze fires off, then yeah, I'd look to get long back. We're just kind of at the top of things, right? So do we break 110 or do we come back down and kind of base at 105? That's the question, right? I feel like we're going to come back down and test 106. I could be 100% wrong. I just don't like things that are either at the top or in the middle, right? SSO, I got to run after this. I really do. Again, we're at the top of the 4-hour Kettner channel. If it breaks through, we can go to 117.50 before any more resistance. Could pull back to 114. SMH. Now this one I like. Except for, you know what? This isn't bad. Alright. Fubo's going bananas. So what I like about SMH is it's on an uptrend. I don't like that they've got a little negative stuff right here. 10, 30, 60 minute, 3-day and 4-day squeezes. If we can get, alright. I might actually like this one. We can play 247 to 249, a break at 249, look for a move to 250. Above 250, we hit 253 and 255. The 250s for this week are pretty decently priced-ish open interest. Going out to the 16th, we could do this already set up fly for us. The 250, 260, 270 fly. We could get into that pretty decently cheap, you know, for a pretty decent price. That gives us 24 days to move $10 and close, right? So I like that one for, it's an ETF, so it moves slow, right? SMF 16th, 7/16 fly. All right. THC. Wow. Okay, so THC. Telnet. Looks like we're going to break above. So we're in the clouds right now. Break above 71.13, and we can go super long. Yeah. This looks like a good stock. Has weeklies, just not a lot of open interest on it. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. THC. JBL. Not super interested in that. Not super interested in that. Meh. Urban to the downside. Chatter to the downside. SSO. I need to adjust this filter to not include index ETFs. Alright, XLY looks pretty decent, y'all. It's gonna chop. We're consolidating. Break a 174 and we can move. So far DDD looks pretty decent. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Oh man, I'm late. Alright, thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. Make sure you do me a favor. I need you guys to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, start sharing this with your friends, family, colleagues, whatever. You know I produce good stuff. You know I'm not out here pumping one thing or the other. I'm just giving it to you straight. If you've got chart requests, make sure you hit me up on Twitter or... yeah, hit me up on Twitter at Darkpool Algo. And thanks for joining me again on this Tuesday morning. We'll see y'all tomorrow.